Good afternoon, everyone. This is Sonia Maske, and today I'm going to present on how to manage innovation and continuous improvement in the company. So today we are going to discuss on one of the very renowned company that is named like AC Gilbert Company, which is a very big toy manufacturing company. So let's discuss about the overview of my presentation. First, we are going to discuss about the introduction of the company. Then we will discuss about the activities to ensure the profitability. Similarly, we will discuss about the activities to promote the sustainability and action plan for transition, action plan for communication, the ways to reduce the negative impact on employees, activities to assist newly formulated action plan. And we have also prepared some Gantt chart that will describe the newly hired HR team with the listed action plan or with listed tasks that they need to perform. And to begin with, let's have the brief introduction of the company. So the name of the company we had already like discussed before. I already told you that the name of the company is AC Gilbert Company, which is a very big toy manufacturing company in United States of America. So this company manufactured the toys for both like boys and girls. And the major stakeholder of these companies are suppliers, owners, employees, customers, and retailers. Chairman, machine operators, labor, engineers, administrative staff are some of its human resources. And to talking about its physical resources, machinery and equipment, inventory of raw materials, WIP, and finished stock are some. So let's talk about the activities that the Gilbert Company need to ensure its profitability. So I think the Gilbert Company need to introduce the total quality management because as we all know that how important it is to maintain the highest standards of work practices at all levels in the company. And I think the like all managerial level is equally responsible to like responsible for maintaining the high standards, and top management to operational levels should seek sustainability through the customer satisfaction. And introducing the new HR team, because Gilbert Company may seek advice from experts such as HR consultants, staffing agencies as the costs are increasing due to training, induction, and development program of the new staff. Employee turnover should be reduced, and for that we need to introduce the new HR team, which will help on the customer, like on the employee retention. So let's talk about another topic, which is activities to promote the sustainability. So here are some activities that will definitely help Gilbert Company to promote its sustainability, which are clearly telling every teams and the individuals working in the organization about their roles and responsibilities, and setting the realistic time frames for each activities. Like there should be time frames to do and to finish each activities, and similarly training all the staff members, and also providing different training or development programs to all the staffs working in the company to understand them how to utilize the resources and how, like how to get a lot of profit with the minimum resources. And similarly, the clear span of control to enhance the industrial relation is equally important to promote the sustainability. Let's go to another slide, which will talk about the action plan for transition. Here are some activities that need to be done, and the time frames have been discussed as well. So Implementation of the new process, I mean, the 45 days has been given to these activities. Similarly, increasing sustainability, which can be done in 20 days, reducing negative impact on people, 50 days, introduce new communication system, 25 days, and clarify span of control, 7 days, effective conflict resolution system, 10 days, clear reporting body, 13 days. And here are some ways to reduce negative impact on employees. As we all know that employees are the like major uh, major thing in the company, because they are the one who will look after your company. So it is always very important that they have a positive mindset to perform the work. But if, like, they are negatively impact, or they have a negative mindset, then it will definitely uh, affect the objectives of the company. So here are some ways that the Gilbert company has adopted to reduce the negative impact on employees, which are effective communication. It is very important that the management and the employees have a regular communication between them, which is should need to be very clear as well. And the financial and non-financial rewards. Sometimes it is very important to recognize the work of your employees, and can do this through some of the monetary or the non-monetary rewards, and reducing the errors. Everybody is a human, and the human makes a mistake. So sometimes your employees could make the mistake, but you as a management team need to reduce the errors, or like reduce or try to avoid some like silly errors. And recognition of new ideas and concepts. Mm, It is like very important that you respect the ideas, opinions of every employees in your workplace. So if you recognize their idea, they will be more like motivated towards the work, and they will come up with new idea. They will come up with other new practices or opinions, which will definitely going to benefit your company. And improving the process, if you feel like the process is affecting, or the process is not making your employees happy, then being a management team, you need to focus on the process. You need to try to improve process, or if necessary, you need to change the whole process. So similarly, here are some activities that will help you to assist newly formulated action plan. So to formulate the action plan, we need to hire a sufficient staff. And after hiring the sufficient staff, the meeting between the staff and the top management need to be like frequently, because it is very important to know what's happening in the company. And coaching and mentoring the hired staff if necessary. If you think like you have hired the employees which is right for your company, you need to train them like according to the process of your company. Also, financial and non-financial rewards to encourage employees. It's already discussed. It is very important to encourage employee, because it motivates them to do or to perform better in the company. So sometimes you can reverse them like monetary rewards, or sometimes just the word of mouth, just saying good things can be can be a lot, can do a lot of things. So review and monitor in regular interval. And the performance of the employees, the staff need to be monitored and reviewed in timely basis. Proper training prior to joining the duty. After you hire the staff and before they join to the duty, it is very important that you provide the proper training according to the rules and regulation of your company. Additional development activities is for changing circumstances. If you feel like in the time frame, if you feel like your staff need to be trained more, or he needs to have other workshops. He need to have the like have to develop his physical things. He need to have to develop his like human development. Then you can always provide them the additional development activities or other workshops, or you can send him on the training, etc. And yeah, the other thing is situational basis, like in any situation, if you feel like no, this thing is going wrong and we need to change it, you can just take a corrective actions if required. So here the game chart, which will explain you the action plan for newly hired as a team, new like HR team. These are all the tasks described here, and these are the timelines that the tasks need to be performed. Like, I'm not going to like discuss everything, but I will just explain few activities here. So the advertisement, when the new HR team, yeah. So advertisement before like hiring and uh, before hiring any staff or any team, we need to give the advertisement. It's like a vacancy advertisement, and then there will be a procedure of an interview and selection. There will be the induction and orientation training prior to the work, etc. So these all activities have been time framed. So the advertisement needs to be done between March to May. Like, you can't do the advertisement after May. It's like it has a certain time that the advertisement, interview, and selection should be finished by May. And similarly, you can see on the chart that how other activities have been time framed. So let's talk about some methods of evaluation to ensure continuous improvement. Uh, to ensure the continuous improvement in the organization, it is very important that you are observing the performance of every individual who is working in your company. Not only the individual, but all the physical resources, human resources that you have in your company. It is very important that you are directly observing those things, what's happening and what you are lacking in your company. Also monitoring in a regular interval. You need to have like time to time meeting with with your employees to discuss like what's going on in the company and what your people are lacking, what you are not satisfied with, so that you can improve a lot of things to ensure the continuous improvement of the company. And also check the correlation between deadline and performance. Yeah, the other major things that for the continuous improvement is that you need to check like what performance need to be finished by what deadline, or like what performance have what time frames, and you need to check the correlation of that, like how it will affect the other activity. Because if you mess up with one activity, then you're gonna mess up with the whole thing. Also audit, assessment, and survey. Sometimes it is very like important that you assist the documents of the company, and the surveys in between the organization or outside the organization is equally important, which will tell you your disadvantage, which will tell you like your weak point, and which will help you to improve in future. And the questionnaire you can you can prepare some questionnaire and like distribute it to the employees and ask them to answer, which help you to have a clear picture like what your employees think of this, and what your employees have employees perception towards the work and everything. Also document the results when you get the results from uh, on the things, then just have the habits of documenting it, because whenever you need it, if you have documented it, then you can like always check it on the time you need. Also, conduct the feedback method. Feedback is like very important. Both the negative feedback and positive feedback will help you to improve. So, yeah, to conclude my presentation, we have seen that like AC Gilbert Company, which is a very big manufacturing company, um, is going through the loss for several times. So in order to, in order to improve, or in order to improve its potentiality, because it has potentiality, and in order to improve that, it they need to adapt an action plan, like different action plan mm, that will help them to communicate, that will help them to and the transition. They need to adapt that things. They need to have a very good communication skills and all. So these are the references for my presentation, and I would like to end my presentation here. Thank you.